UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon has used his opening address to pay tribute to the late Nelson Mandela.
Ladies and gentlemen, 16 years ago, Nelson Mandela addressed the International AIDS Conference here in Durban. He called it, I quote, a gathering of human beings concerned about turning around one of the greatest threats humankind has faced, unquote. Madiba brought his towering courage to this cause.
Ban says Mandela's call for access to treatment was a turning point in the fight against HIV AIDS. And since then, the world has made remarkable progress.
Since South Africa last hosted this conference, the world has turned the tide of HIV and AIDS. In our own country, it has turned quite dramatically. Great progress has been made across the globe and indeed in South Africa as well.
But there are still challenges.
But despite the tremendous progress to date, millions of people are still being left behind. More than 1 million people still die of HIV/AIDS every year, and another 2 million become newly infected with HIV.
Actress and UN Ambassador Charlize Theron says she hopes the conference will focus on why the pandemic still hasn't been eradicated. She also wants delegates to look at ways of curbing the high rate of HIV/AIDS related deaths among young people.
HIV and AIDS is the #1 killer of adolescents in Africa, sub-Saharan Africa. It is the #2 killer of adolescents globally. Why are we not caring about that? This is not something that just affects Africans. This is a nationwide, worldwide, global-wide issue. Our young people are dying at a rate that should frighten us. And yet somehow we just don't talk about them at all. They are the forgotten ones.
The United Nations reports 17 million people worldwide are currently accessing antiretroviral treatment. Experts here say more than 10 million of those are in sub-Saharan Africa. Renedal Calm, CCTV, Durban, South Africa.